Hey guys, welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to find the best-selling products on the competitor's store. So we're going to go through each of these niche competitors that I found, and we're going to try to find the best-selling products on each of their stores. Okay, so it's a really simple process. What we're going to do is put the store link at the top of each row. Sorry, at the top of each column here. And you can just kind of follow along in your niche research sheet with the stores that you extracted out of the ads. I'm going to go through maybe 2 or 3 just to kind of show you guys like what it looks like. You can do the rest in your niche. So these are the ones I'm going to look at. Anyways, so the first store is here. The link you can use to find them is /collections/all, okay? So maybe I'll put that like in the niche research sheet template here for you guys. Niche store 1, niche store 2, niche store 3. Okay, and then boom. So all you gotta do is add that. Alright? When you get here, go to sort by and choose best selling. If the store that you're on, if that doesn't work, then you'll have to use a different store. Yeah, like for instance, this one, kind of hard to tell what actually is best selling and what's not best selling, but at least we can kind of get an idea. Like, it looks like all these first products are, they have a lot of reviews, first of all, which is great to know, and it's kind of random. Like, when you see a Shopify store and all the products are like almost the same name right next to each other alphabetically, and it's best selling, it's probably because it's a new store. Okay, so if they're random, then you know they probably are like different things that are selling on their site all the time. So these do look like bestsellers, so that's good to see. Things that have sold consistently. So we're just going to take like the first page, maybe even just like the top 10 or 20. All you got to do is just kind of right click and hit copy link address. Because all we really need is the link address. So it should drop it right there. We're going to compare bestsellers between these stores. And we're going to see across all the stores, what do the commonalities between each of these stores have? And if there's some commonalities between each of the stores, then that means those are probably true bestsellers. And you can apply the same sort of technique to big marketplace websites as well, like Amazon or eBay, whatever. You just go to the things that have sold. It's really good to get this data before you start, because then you'll have an idea of not only are you going to know which suppliers are the ones you really want to get on board, but you also know which of their products are the best-selling products. So you know which ones to upload first and which ones to go through and optimize first. So here we have kind of the top 10. So I'll just do the top 10. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. It's probably just an upsell. But by the way, if you do see something like this here, like an accessory thing, maybe you can add that to your sheet as well. Maybe like accessories, you know? Kind of a good idea, actually. Might even film a whole separate lesson on this, finding accessories, because I think that makes a lot of sense in your niche research. Shoe, let's keep going here. Every niche is different. Some niches are going to have accessories, some aren't. Some niches are going to have parts, some aren't. Like this is kind of like a part, not even an accessory, but maybe it would be like an accessory. But I mean, still, the idea is that it's a low-cost product amongst high-ticket products. All right, let's just do a few more here, because we're kind of getting to the nitty-gritty. It's kind of an accessory here. All right. So once you've kind of gone through and extracted maybe the top 20 bestsellers. I know for sure this one has a high margin. It's like $600 when you make that sale, so I'm gonna put that one in there anyways. This one was a nightmare to deal with when I had this niche because this company is brand new and the guy's a nutcase. But anyways, so that's that store's bestsellers and some of their accessories, which is kind of cool. I'll probably do a separate video on finding accessories. At any rate, let's go ahead and open this store, extract their bestsellers, and compare them. All we gotta do is pull that thing. Actually, I'm gonna make the accessories tab now so I don't forget. Alright. And selling. Alright, so it looks like this store, they're even running some sort of a free plus shipping offer, or free with bag purchase kind of add-on. Sure, probably goes with every sale, so of course they're going to be best selling. But anyways, you can still copy that link address and add it as an accessory. Right, and that's the other stores, so let's go ahead and grab that. These kind of things will give you really good ideas on how you can scale your site after you get started. All right, so the store. And some of these stores might have completely different brands than other stores as well. Some niches are like that. This niche has got a ton of various brands that are just all over the place. So, you know, some stores end up getting other brands than other ones, and it's just weird. There's another accessory for that store. These products aren't even like branded. This one's brand Necta. I'm not sure how long this store's been around for. It's kind of hard to tell. But I'm not going to go too deep here. Maybe do this row and then that's it. Alright, yeah. I'm going to stop there. Looks like they also have Emojo and Ad Motor Extreme, which is that other brand. Okay. Yeah, let's just stop there. Let's see the next one. E-Ride CSA. Let's see what this guy's got. Let's copy the options all and see what they have going on here. I doubt this store is selling very many products. If you look at it, the best sellers are not random. They don't have any reviews. They don't have any trust seals at all. So I doubt they're even driving like much traffic here at all. So I'm not going to use this as an example here of best-selling products. I only want the competitors that are actually doing quite well. So I wanted to do this one. I think they have a little bit more traffic. I know this one for sure has been around for a long time. And what's another one? This one has been around for a while. How about them? Now these guys have been around for a long time, but they haven't grown much. No. These guys have been around for a while. Here we go, these guys. Alright, so these are the other sites I'm going to extract from. Alright, let's go ahead and plug this in, see what we got. Alright, so these are their best sellers. Cool to see. Extract. These are definitely similar to Electric Bike City. And in fact, it's funny because this site is one of the sites that tried to kind of copy us. A bunch of people got into this niche back in 2017. They took a little bite out of our profits for a little while there, but we made a comeback and did pretty well that summer. A little resentful towards them, but not much because obviously I sold my store and get out of the niche. But still, I mean, it's easy to kind of like have hard feelings towards people that copy you and stuff. Still, they're not the only ones. But the reason why there's so many competitors is that, well, it's kind of my fault. I did some free content about the niche on YouTube. I'm such a helpful person. Anyways, now you guys get to benefit from this even more. Alright, 2 more. Let's do these and then be done with it. You can do a lot more research on your own if you want. Cool. Alright, so we've extracted the best sellers from multiple stores. Kind of compare the 3. These ones have completely different series of suppliers, so I don't really know about that too much. But I do know these stores are similar. This store's older, this store's younger, but still, it's pretty old. Looks like these guys are doing more to grow because they have newer models out, looks like. This Extreme Trailmaker seems like it's still a bestseller. In fact, it's number 4 on both of the stores. And I know for sure it's a bestseller because I was selling these even back in 2015, 2013. I was selling these in 2013, 2014. Ejo Epic, that's a bestseller. So just look through both of their bestseller lists and try to compare the same models, and the ones that you see that are comparable, like Catalina. So we know these 2 are definitely going to be bestsellers. So I would like take those 2 and like maybe highlight them yellow or something. Just kind of make the ones stand out that you know are similar across stores. Rubicon, those are bestsellers. Epic, SE. Okay, then you're gonna know like for sure what these bestsellers are. And from there, you can decide, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to recruit the same suppliers, make sure that those same product listings are up on my site, and I'm going to optimize the crap out of them by doing all sorts of cool stuff. All the optimization stuff, you can kind of just see from their website how they optimize it and take from there and figure out your own kind of offers and stuff like that. And then, of course, you can buy my masterclass and go through the optimization process that I have in there. But at any rate, that's how you find bestsellers across multiple competitors and verify bestsellers. So apply the same training to your niche and figure out the bestseller is going to help you to take off and launch a lot faster and start being profitable a lot sooner. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next lesson. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on finding accessories. So the reason why you want to find accessories is because then you'll have a better idea on what accessories you can offer across your store as add-ons. So I already found a few accessories going through the best-selling products. So now we know kind of like what the best-selling accessories are right off the bat. Now I can open the store again and find more of the accessories. And this is a really simple method I use to do this. If they have an accessories thing, obviously go to that. Or you can use the same link again, used to find the best-selling products, collections all, and you can go to that link in their store again, and sort by low to high. All right, there we go. So now we have a list of all of their accessories. Idea here, so copy link address and plug it in. We already got that one, I think. So this method, of course, you're not going to know which of these are actually selling or not. It's just what accessories they have. But at least it gives you kind of an idea of what accessories there are. And then, of course, their accessories thing here. So you might even save yourself the trouble of putting all the accessories in here because you don't even know if they're selling or not, and just putting kind of like their collections for their accessory, or even their collection sorted by. You can do more research later and get ideas. Let's go ahead to that other store that we were actually researching more, because I think there's better things going on here. Let's go pull that one up and see their accessories, if they have them. Let's see if they have an accessories category first. No, they don't have an accessories category, which is fine. So we'll go ahead and use that same link again. Let's see what accessories they have for sale. All right. And then you see something like this. This isn't even necessarily an accessory as much as it is like just an upsell. But still, just knowing that they have that gives you an idea what to be prepared for. Some stores don't have a whole lot of accessories. Obviously, they only have like 2. They might be more focused on just selling the products. Okay. So keep in mind that, of course, you can go to the best sellers and kind of see, okay, maybe do they have any like add-ons on the product pages? Because sometimes people sell accessories through like add-ons here. So this one just has color and size, no add-ons. All right. So if they have some sort of like check boxes here or something like that for like extended warranties or whatever, you want to just kind of like write that down. All right. But that's how you find accessories. Go ahead and find lots of accessory ideas in your niche, and let's move on to the next one. Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on finding FAQs, aka frequently asked questions. So in the FAQs tab, just pull over each of the niche sites you're researching. I'm just going to do these 2 because I know that third one kind of sucks. And try to find their FAQ page. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. It'll say FAQs somewhere up here. Sometimes it's not. Look in the footer for frequently asked questions or help center or something like that. Here we go. So once you get here to their FAQ page, we have a ton of FAQs. This is great. First, extract the link to the FAQ page. And you can like extract all the questions. I'm not sure what that is going to look like here, so let's just give it a try. Yeah, all right, cool. So that's a good start. You know, obviously you're not going to be able to look at every single one, the answer. But if you wanted to go through here and see all the answers, you can easily do that. All right, so that was very successful there. Now we have a list of FAQs from that store, which is cool. Make it easy to see. So expand that a little bit. Now let's go to the other store and try to find their FAQs. Here we go. It shows FAQs in the header. And they have the questions and answers right there, which is cool. So again, extract the link first. And then start at the top and work your way to the bottom. Boom. All right, so you're going to be using this data to create an FAQ page on your website when you go make it. And FAQ pages are really useful because they're going to help you answer general inquiries and even specific stuff before a customer places their order without them having to call or email you or live chat with you. Okay, it saves you a lot of time and hassle. It's kind of an automation tool. And instead of having to wait until you get a bunch of emails and making your own FAQs, you can just create the same FAQs your competitors have, rewrite them. Definitely do not copy and paste, guys. Never copy and paste anything from your competitor's site, by the way. But besides that fact, always rewrite things, and when you rewrite them, it's yours. So just rewrite it really quick. All right, thanks for watching. See you next lesson. Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find your competitors' offers. This is a really key point in your niche research because you want to be able to copy your competitors' offers or do better on them, even better. So let's see here. First and foremost, you're going to go to their website and start looking for discount coupons and stuff like that, free gifts. Okay, right here. So this is the first thing that sticks out to me is save 5%. So we're going to say here 5% coupon. Okay, what's next? If you go to a product page for one of their best sellers, should see more offers. Free shipping over 100, that is an offer. Let's see here. Price match guarantee, that is an offer. Get your free gift. Free extended warranty, all this is offers. That's pretty cool. Okay, it's just the same thing repeated over and over again. And then somewhere near the bottom of the page, you might see more offers. I don't really see any, just buyer's guides and stuff. That's fine. Okay, you might even say that the electric bike buying guide is an offer. All right, looks like that's about it from that website. Let's look at our other competitor now. All right, so 5% off code. That is an offer. Free U-Lock. Alrighty. So we've got a product page from one of the best sellers. Price match. Free shipping. Those are offers. Free tech support. That's an offer. Free warranty. That's an offer. Anything that kind of sticks out. No sales tax. That is definitely an offer. All right, let's go to the bottom. I don't see anything. Nope. Okay, that's it, guys. So look through your competitors' stores, look at different products by different brands, and see what kind of things they offer on those products. You're going to end up at the end of your store building and scaling process doing this product by product, because on best-selling products specifically, you're going to end up with a lot of competition. And so multiple stores might be trying to sell the same product, and it's going to be up to whoever has the best offer that usually the customer is going to convert on. And that usually is not the lowest price, because there's always going to be a minimum advertised price policy. There usually will be. And honestly, you should never sell products online that don't have a MAP policy. And if you try to, it's going to be difficult to compete. Okay, and you definitely have to say in your price match guarantee, if you end up having one, that that brand is not covered by that guarantee if you don't have MAP. Anyways, so you're not always going to be able to lower the price, and breaking MAP is not a good idea. So what you got to do is look at the offer, and what you can do is provide free gifts, or just like talk about what you already offer them, free shipping, blah, blah, blah. So product by product, just go through and extract the offers, right? Makes sense? Okay, let's get to the next lesson.
Hey guys, welcome to this lesson on doing keyword research for content marketing. So we're going to do two things here. We're going to research our main niche keyword and find relevant keywords and question keywords for FAQs and other things like that. And then we're going to actually look at the niche store competitors that we have, and we're going to extract their blog posts. Okay, so that said, let's go ahead and get into it. The number one thing you need to do, first thing you need to do, is sign up for your 10-day free trial of KWFinder if you don't already have it. Just click the link and it will pop up here. Just click here, start 10-day free trial, and create your account. Now I already have an account with KWFinder, so I'm going to go ahead and log in now. Okay, so KWFinder is kind of cool. They have a lot of different things you can do. Let's see, they have KWFinder, they have Serp Checker, Serp Watcher, Link Miner, and Site Profiler. So first thing we're going to do is use the actual KWFinder tool. Link is in the description below, by the way. Okay, so main niche keyword is electric bikes for this niche. And you'll be just typing that in basically in KWFinder. We're going to do in the United States because that's our target market, and English only. Find keywords. All right, so first thing you want to do is kind of establish if that keyword is actually the one with the most search volume or not. If it's not, if it's a different keyword that looks the same, maybe it's the singular instead of the plural, or in this case, electric bicycle is, has double the search volume of electric bike. You can go ahead and click electric bicycle and kind of start there. All right, so there's a lot of cool data here. These are all relevant keywords that people type into Google, and they're usually by volume. So what I usually look at first is I try to determine what are all the different categories here. There's a lot of different category keywords. And then I always look for anything that says best before it, so this best electric bike. People type that into Google because they want to know what the best electric bike is, and that part of the buying process is a good place to snatch people up at. A few things here. This is the keyword. This is the trends over the last 12 months, so you can get a snapshot of what the trend is last 12 months. And I am now in the summertime here, so summer is on the sides, winter is in the middle for this particular niche, right? 'Cause this is where I am now. It's summer seasonal, winter is low, fall and winter. So with that said, the next one is the search volume, of course. This is the CPC in Google Ads. This is the average. This is for search text ads, not for shopping ads. So shopping ads might be less. Level of competition in the PPC is pretty high, obviously. 100 is highest. So, and keyword difficulty is for ranking organically in the SEO. So like electric moped is pretty low, electric mountain bike is pretty low, bike sales is pretty low. So these are easy to rank for. These yellow ones and orange ones or whatever, these are hard to rank for, okay? So keep that in mind. That's how this works. So first things first, with your free trial, you should be able to scroll all the way to the bottom eventually, and you'll get kind of like this. Just go ahead and click all of them and put export to CSV. So what that's going to do is it's going to export the keywords and all the other data that comes along with it to a CSV file. And the reason you do this is because you want to know from top to bottom what the relevant keywords are. And these are going to include all the main category, the subcategory keywords, and some blog post keywords in there, and some like other keywords that you want to include within other blog posts, and brand names, different location-based names. Right. So once you're in there, you just kind of click the the main button to highlight all, or just so this is a lot of volume here. You don't need all this search volume by month. All you really need is the average search volume and all the way up to keyword difficulty. So go ahead and just copy that and go to your niche spreadsheet. I'm going to have to make some free columns here, but for now, let's go ahead and just paste. It's going to probably take up, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll move these over. Okay, cool. So now that we have that data, we can use that for all the product pages and for the collection pages and for determining like what are the most popular categories and stuff like that we should be going after first. So, first things first, we know that the keyword electric bicycle has double the search volume of electric bike. So if our domain is something electric bikes or electric bikes, city.com, for instance, we still want to have the keyword electric bicycle in all the product pages, all the collection pages. We want to mix it in with electric bike. So if you're like repeating electric bike multiple times in your content, you can repeat it, but use the word electric bicycle instead so that Google understands that that's what your website's all about. Okay, so just looking through here, some data analyzation here. Motorized bicycle is also a popular keyword. So motorized is more of like a gas-powered thing, but if people are searching that, it's good to include that in your content as well, because then they might see your page, right, your video or whatever, because that's how the search engines work. And somebody types it in, might see something about an electric bike and get convinced to buy that instead. So road bike is a really popular category. The most popular here is mountain bike. So that should tell you something. The most popular category is mountain bike. Next is electric bicycle, and then it's road bike. Electric dirt bike is also very popular, so that's another category to explore. Electric bike kit, folding bikes, electric moped, kids bike, e-bikes, motorized bike. Hybrid bike is another type. Electric mountain bikes, a subcategory of electric bikes. Road bikes for sale, that's more like a sales keyword. You could create content out of that, or you could target that keyword. Since there's a ton of search volume for that, you could target that on Google. If you end up having road bikes on your website, you target that, put ads in search text ads. women's bicycles category, boys bikes, cheap bikes, bike sales, cyclocross bikes, fixed gear bikes. So just keep in mind, if you're doing an electric bike site, you should focus on electric bike stuff. This is all like different types of bicycles. But if there happens to be an electric cyclocross bike, great, or an electric fixed gear bike, great. It doesn't mean you can't sell fixed gear bikes on an electric bike site. You certainly can. You're just not going to have the same conversion rate for that fixed gear bike that you have on a fixed gear bike website. So with that said, when you get to the point when you're scaling and you're ready to go wider, meaning you're going as deep as possible within the categories you already have in the products, you can consider expanding, but don't expand first and then go deep. Go deep first and then expand. Okay, best electric bikes make for a great buyer's guide blog post thing. Electric mini bike, different type, folding electric bike, different type, electric bike conversion kit. So there's all different things here, and the search volume, so that's great. So the next thing we can do is take our competitors' sites. Let's go back to the main one we're looking at. The ones I know that have been around for a little bit longer, I'm going to search those first because they have more data for me to work with here. I use my site first because my site was around the longest, but we'll also add these sites in there. Let's see here. No. Where's the one I wanted to do? This one has a ton of different categories on it. Okay, and then I'll do my site. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take each of our competitors, we're going to pull up Site Profiler and Link Miner. This will also give us some ideas here. Site Profiler will tell us about the website that we're looking at. So we want to get their metrics. Let's see what's popular on it and all that good stuff. So plug it into Site Profiler, and we get an idea. So it's electricbikecity.com. Their domain authority, it's kind of like how well they rank. Page authority, how well their pages rank. Backlink profile, kind of an overview. So these are some referring domains that they have. So with that said, these are domains that you should try to get referrals from. Let's see, in the niche research sheet, we should have a thing for backlinks here. Let's see, where should I put this? This is just kind of keyword research, so maybe I'll just do another one called, influencers. Let's do it then here. That'll be the next lesson. So I'll show you how to take care of that next. We're just going to try to focus on the popular content still in this lesson. Top content here on the left side. So that'll bring it down by Facebook shares, by referring domains. And if they don't have any content, then there's not much you can do. Obviously, it's not a really old website. But you can take a website that does have, a lot of content on it, higher rankings and all that stuff, and take their top content. I know this one is kind of in that niche, and this one's been around for a long time. So we could analyze that website, and we could analyze this website too. The only thing is this is a review site, and this is a site that's not based on Shopify. I'm going to start here because at least I know this one is an online-only retailer. Well, actually, I take that back. They have a bike shop now. They opened a bike shop somewhere in Florida. But still, they were an online-only retailer for a long time. So here we go. So this is top content. So Farbike Electric Bike Shop, that's our home page. So we know this one gets a lot of Facebook shares, has referring domains to it. This is a popular product. We're really looking for blog articles. So here we go. Electric bicycles, advantages and disadvantages. So we're going to copy this. We are going to go to our spreadsheet here. We're going to add another article here, and this one we're going to delete that. So now we are basically just trying to get ideas for popular blog articles here. Categories and products, we already got those, so don't worry too much about that. But any blog. So if I just search blog, I think that's the only one that comes up. Yeah, their website's based on WordPress or something. A bunch of weird stuff. Okay, so there's that. Let's see, competitors. Electric bicycle, electric bike, skater. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and analyze the review site anyways, because review sites often do a lot of info content. It's kind of how they thrive. So if you look at any review site, like a top review site in your niche, like this is the top review site for sure. And I'm going to show you in the next training how to like dive through this more, but like we're already here, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So obviously, you know, this one is one of the best articles to make. So let's go ahead and put that as a thing here and just kind of that there. And let's make a note on it that says, like, we know that's not a actual niche retailer, it's a review site, which is fine. We're going to get a lot of good content ideas. You can use the same content ideas for review sites. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So top 10 electric bikes, copy link address. So there's a way you could like extract all at once. That would be really cool. I don't see anything like that. So all of these are popular products that they reviewed. So I wouldn't mess with that unless it's a product that you can resell. Anyway, so any content ideas? We're just focusing on content ideas right now. What are electric bike classes and why do they matter? So this is the same thing, but here's those forum threads. So they actually have a forum on their website, which you can do on Shopify. So you know, if you are going to create a forum later on, you can use that as a place to answer common questions and then turn those into blog posts, right? Product, review product. Forum, kind of advanced stuff there. Advanced. Every niche is going to be different, so you know, again, you might not find websites like this in every niche, but in this one you do. This is common amongst like hobby niches and stuff like that. Some niches are not as like specific, a lot of niches, so just keep that in mind. I don't see any more content ideas here, so we got a couple, which is fine. Let's plug the next store into it, which was this one. See if they have any popular content. Alright, so let's go to their top content and see if they have any. They do not. And this will be a competitor site. Let's see if they have any top content. Alright, so here's one, a bike size chart. It's kind of a good idea. So yeah, that's a good content idea, obviously, having a bike size chart. I don't see a whole lot more, but on your end, you can continue doing research across all your competitor stores and get ideas for content marketing. There might not be a whole lot on these little niche stores, but on bigger review sites and stuff like that, and bigger sites in your niche, like I'll just do this one really quick. I think bicycling.com is like the biggest website in the niche, and they'll have tons of content ideas. So this is kind of for content marketing, right? So This is for, let's do by referring domains here. Here we go, the best bike cities in America. It's a great idea because people are probably going to like that. So let's just do that here, link, make a note that says, it's not even a review site, it's more like a news site, a niche news site. So you might find those kind of news sites in your niche. This is about a particular city. These aren't going to drive sales directly for you, but they will help build community and, you know, build other things around your brand, which is what you really want to do here. It's content marketing is more advanced and it's all about branding, but doing the research ahead of time at least gives you an idea. And if you're passionate, you can write this content yourself first, so not that hard. So this is kind of like behind this niche, there's a whole nother niche, which is like fitness basically. And while e-bikes kind of save you from that, you're selling to people that are old that want to still get fitness. That's why they're not riding motorcycles. That's the same one. These are kind of like popular content posts here. So yeah, if it's something that's popular but time restraint, then don't worry about it. But if it's popular and it's evergreen, then go ahead. Like America's top 50 bike cities, that's very evergreen. This is evergreen. This is about health and the health behind the niche. Okay, so some niches, especially like this one, might have lots of things about health. So something about injuries. This is a popular article. Okay. Another location-based one here. The cool thing is, you know that these are the most popular articles by referring domains. Other influencers and stuff like that have linked to this article, so it must be important. Probiotics, another one about health behind sports. Got a particular location here. So now we know Boulder, Colorado, and Portland, Oregon are really big biking destinations, so keep that in mind if you're going to go to this niche. This would be good for a fixed gear bike website, but for a electric bike website, I'm not exactly sure if it would match the target market. If there's older target market, usually they're not going to write fixed gear. You can extract it anyways, but just keep in mind you want to probably, at least in the beginning, focus on your target market. All right, and Tour de France is going on. Maybe you could just like get an idea there because like, hey, that's another thing to talk about. It's popular. You could blog about it on your website and then email your list, post it on social, make YouTube videos, whatever. Organic food. Everybody's always like, what is organic food? And if you talk to your niche about it, they might be more interested in you. That's road bikes. So even though it's a little bit different subcategory, whatever, it's okay. Here's a good one. 13 reasons to get seriously stoked about e-bikes. This is directly related to our niche, so that's great. Is poop doping the next big thing? That's pretty funny. 7 yoga accessories. So it's kind of like a sideways thing, but who knows? Okay, so we got tons of content ideas from this main news site, so that's one good thing you can do as well. All right, so just go through all your niche stores, see if they have content, go through the review sites, extract their popular content and info articles. You don't need to extract the review articles unless you plan later on doing a review site. And then look at, let's see, there's like review site 1 or something like that. If there's multiple review sites, do that. And if there's multiple news sites in that niche, then do that as well. So now you have all the keywords you might need. One last thing though is that we can search keywords by, I'm not sure how to do this anymore, but question keywords. They used to have a question. Oh, here we go. Related keywords, autocomplete, and questions. So let's try the autocomplete first. Autocomplete is what normally happens in Google search when you search a keyword. So it'll put electric bikes and then whatever else comes after that, which is kind of cool. And you can search by search volume. So now you know, like, electric bikes from Walmart, electric bikes fat tire, electric bikes for cheap, electric bikes for sale, blah, 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 blah. So if I just highlight all of these, make sure I'm at the bottom so it exports, and then export to CSV, just do a similar thing, and you just want to get as many keyword ideas as possible and see what people are typing into Google, because this way you can make content, target those keywords, and get free traffic. That's the goal. So this is the main keyword. Let's just put autocomplete here. Paste those in. Okay, and then the last thing we'll do is go to questions. So anything related to electric bikes. There's a question, and we'll do by search volume. How fast do electric bikes go? That's a good one. Where'd you buy electric bike? Yeah, all these are awesome keywords. Most of them have a little bit of traffic, and some don't have much, but you can start with the ones that do. And you can make blog articles. You can make those into your FAQ page. So yeah, it's a great place to start for content as well. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is more than enough to start your content marketing game plan, and you should probably start by modeling your competitors and going after the top keywords first in both your categories and in the autocompletes and in the questions. And then from there, grow outwards, okay? So in the next one, we're going to talk about getting backlinks from influencers, what that's going to take, and how you can figure out which influencers you really want to get backlinks from, and what different types of influencers there are. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Hey guys, in this lesson, I'm going to show you how to find influencers that you can use to get backlinks from. In the last lesson, we talked about getting content ideas from your competitors and from the keyword search engines and from the influencers in your niche. So we already have a few ideas here. And so basically, like, the first thing you can do is take all those niche e-commerce sites that you found and add them here. So yes, you can get backlinks from your competitors. You have to be a little bit tricky about it, but it is possible. So just go ahead and add those here. I'll just show you, like, for instance, you just kind of control click each one of them. Actually, you don't even need to do that, honestly. You can just go to the very bottom of your list, and using a spreadsheet's really easy to do this kind of stuff. So I like spreadsheets, but just kind of shift copy, go to the bottom, make a list here, and then you can do it manually, or you can just remove all the empty cells in there using this tool. It's called add-ons with Google Sheets, Power Tools. Remove all empty rows, remove. And if you have certain cells selected, it will only do it in those cells that are selected. Cool, so it also did it on those, which is fine. So what we'll do here now is we will go ahead and move these up here. Boom. All right, cool. And then, you can just insert 20 below, and then move the next row up. Okay, so these are all the niche ecom sites, and these will be the broad ecom sites. So to find influencers, really all you have to do is just take, like, the ones that had the most SEO juice or whatever out of all those, and head over to the link miner tool that was in KWFinder, the same tool we signed up for last lesson, and type the domain in and hit find backlinks, and you can get all the same backlinks that your competitors have, if they have any. If they don't, you just keep searching around. So here we go. So all the backlinks now that this site has. All you got to do is let's see. You can search by. What's the best way to do this? The link strength. So search by link strength and you'll get an idea here. So emergency Brisbane electrician. I'm not sure what that's all about. Yeah, these aren't very good backlinks, so I'm not going to worry about that. So let's do the next site. And really, what we should be doing is just go to the big fish first. You can go through and I'll do all the niche sites you want. That's fine. In fact, let me just do one more just so you guys see an example. I'll do one from mine and see what backlinks it has. All right, so the guys who bought it are at Circuit Specialists. So they linked to their own website, which is smart because they already have a lot of cool stuff. But there's upgraded reviews that link to it. They have a coupon on their website, so that's a cool idea. So just copy the link address and go to influencers for backlinks and go to, that would probably fit under like a review site. It's kind of a broad review site though. So broad review site, boom. Upgraded reviews, yeah. See, if it was niche, the domain would be in the name. All right, let's look at the next one. Deal Spotter, very similar issue there. Where you have a broad review site and a coupon code. So you just enter the coupon code there and kind of drag it to the broad review site. There you go. So then there's these other domains that are linking back. Hybrid Bike City, who knows? Slackline City, Bike Helmet City. Don't really know what the deal is. Maybe they're just forwarding the domain or something. Background, like, that's pretty funny. It's like a Road Bikes City, okay. Just forwarding the domain. All right, so the rest of these don't really matter. You just want the main ideas. So we got that, so go ahead and just do that. The next one you can pull from is any of the review sites you already did in the last lesson and news sites. Definitely just add those right in here. So this was a niche review site. And what we're going to do now is see what backlinks they have that we can try to get the same ones. We can try to get links from them too, obviously. That's why I put them in there. But every website owner is going to be different, so not all of them are going to want to work with you. So trying to get as many as possible is good. Consumersearch.com. So that's kind of a broad review site, it seems like. So copy link address. Alright, broad review site. Just add a hello. It's probably going to be a bunch of these, so I'm just going to add more. Okay, if you find more of those, I'll add one. All right, let's go back to link miner here. InsideHired.com. Okay, copy link address. I'm not sure if Inside Hired, so I'm just going to say broad review. Could even be like a news site, honestly. I'm going to say news site. In fact, you can obviously take a look at it and see if it's just got a bunch of like news articles or whatever. Yeah, it's a news site. See, it's like news, but news and views. Yeah, so it's a news site. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Rainforesttrust.org. Copy link address. So that actually looks more like a nonprofit. So I'll maybe add another row and say nonprofit. Because obviously that's a whole nother category. Clean energy kind of sounds like one too. It's always good to get yourself involved with nonprofits. They can be great backlinks. .orgs are awesome. Average Joe Cyclist. That sounds like a niche review site. So let's go ahead and put that. The Revard Report sounds like a broad review site, but let's check. Yes, it is a, oh, okay, no, it's not even a review site, it's a news site. So let's put under broad news sites. Okay, City 4P, that's like Russian. We don't mess with that. Sleeping Bear Electric Bikes. Okay, copy link address. That might be a niche ecom site. So we would extract from them, possibly get backlinks, who knows. Permies, don't know what that is. Sounds like a broad news site. Let's go ahead and look at it really quick and see. It's definitely broad. It's actually more of a forum. Yeah. So we would put this under forums. Looks like, yeah, it's a forum. So it's a kind of a niche forum. I mean, it's kind of broad too, but it's niche in the sense that it's niched around like homesteading and stuff like that. So let's call it a niche forum. It's not like a micro niche forum, but it's like a broad niche forum, I guess. Joe RV Living. So it kind of sounds like a niche review site. I'm not 100% on that, so let's check. The reason why you're categorizing all these is because you're going to reach out to each one in a different way to get backlinks. Yeah, this is by the same guy that does the average Joe cyclist, and he does review sites basically. Anyway, so you can finish all that research, and then obviously the next site you would want to plug in is any of the news sites that you found. Okay, these are going to be the most relevant backlinks to your niche. Usually, is from the niche review sites. This is going to be less relevant, so I wouldn't start trying to get these backlinks until later, just because the way SEO works, the way Google looks at a website, the more relevant the backlink is, the better, right? And the more relevant the content is, the better. And so you really want to just look at these niche review sites and niche forums. I'm gonna put this under broad forums. Any niche forums would be like electric bike review /.com/forum, because I know they have a forum. So I would even copy this, paste it in here. Just put like that, and then I'm just gonna say /forum, even though I don't know if that's actually a link or not, but it might be. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. So that's a niche forum. Okay, so you want to get backlinks from niche forums. You want to get backlinks from niche review sites and niche ecom sites first. Later on, you can try to get links from broad ecom sites and stuff like that. And then the last thing I'm going to show you how to do is, and it's usually going to be related to these same niche sites, but try to find niche social media influencers. So the way we can go about doing that is actually just to go to the social media channels and search them out. We're talking YouTube first and foremost, and then Facebook, Pinterest even works. So obviously the best way to do it is just to go to Facebook or go to YouTube and to type in the name of the niche, the category. And you're going to find all like the niche specific pages. Go ahead and say, okay, electric bike, that's a page. Copy link address. Who knows, that's a page, obviously. E-bike factory. So there's probably going to be a lot of these, so I'm going to go ahead and below. Let's just change this from social media to Facebook, influencers, pages and groups. And then we'll make one for like niche YouTube channels. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this yellow. Formatting. Okay, so we found that one already. Electric bikes for sale. And this will also give you some good ideas on how you can create your own Facebook pages and groups to model these competitors, right? Electric bikes and scooters, copy link address. Nick is a guy who started one of the e-bike sites. So is this guy. Alright, let's see here. This is my website. So go here at that. All right, so let's see. Bike report, that's a big one. Okay, so oops, so we should copy the link address. Where it links to, and that's about it that I can see right now. And so we're there on Facebook. Let's look at YouTube. Electric bikes. All right, let's see. So anything that shows up first for your keyword, you can copy the link address for the video, and then also for the channel. Okay, that's for the channel, that's for the video that they ranked for. Same kind of thing here, copy link address. You'll be able to, later on, reach out for backlinks, try to comment on the video, that kind of stuff. Let's just do a couple more. Oh, and then of course model the content. You make it yourself. All right, last one is the Casey video here. Casey got 3 million views from his electric bike video. That's awesome. Good for you, Casey. All right, cool. So got a pretty big list here now. Oh, and by the way, I don't think these are niche. These are all actually broad YouTube influencers. So let's try to find one niche YouTube influencer if we can find it really quick in the search results. Something about electric bikes. Here we go, electric bike for boom. Copy link address, that's what we're looking to do. And of course, copy the link address for the video. Okay, so this is the main niche channel. In the niche, I think there's one more, electric bike report, but I don't think he makes videos very often, so it's probably not ranking very high. Oh, this is mine. That's funny, it actually ranks still. So you can watch this video, it's me. Assembling an electric bike. Back in the day when I first got started. Alright, copy link address. Okay, cool. And I was looking for this other one, but let's see it. Subscribe to this channel. Oh, here it is, electric bike report. Okay, that's the other one I was looking for. So it does rank. Cool. It's funny how my video actually outranks his video for that main keyword. That shows my SEO skill sets. All right, so we got lots of cool stuff. So just finish filling these in for your niche, and you'll have a full done research for your entire niche here. So you'll be all set to start a website. All right, guys, thanks for watching this lesson.